Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. It is Thursday. It is noon Central Time. That means it is time for Dispatching Live. We're going to look at the load boards. We're going to be talking about load boards. In fact, what is going on with the number one load board and waiting like a month or two to get signed up? Does anybody care? We're going to talk about that today. Do you care? Does it matter to you and your business? New look, old look, what is going on? Do you rely on the load boards too much? But this is a show we look at the load boards and we look at loads. We're going to talk about the weather. The weather's been crazy too, so we're going to talk about that too. If you're new, if you're a family member, if you're old school, whatever you want to talk about here on Dispatching Live, it's all things dispatch. So please do jump into the live chat. There's Murphy Auto Transport. She's in the live chat. Also, what we want you to do is go ahead and do us a favor. Go ahead and click like and then share and then copy and grab the YouTube link. Hey, there's David at Two Bears Transportation. Go ahead and share this. Maybe you need some comic relief. Maybe it's noon and you're worn down, and you're over it, right? You're over the weather and you're over the rates, or maybe you got to get out of the house. You can't stand it any longer. You've had too many turkey legs and ham. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is, but I know there's a problem because this is auto transport, and it's not as easy as that video made it sound. Dagnabbit. So, which video? So do this. Go to autotransportintel.com, click on sign up, become an ATI insider, talk to Ty, let us know how we can help you. In fact, we got some emails about some stuff that's going to be shared Tuesday night. So do you have something to share? You can put it in the live chat. That's the fastest way. What's up, Joe? You can share your company, your running lane, trailer capacity. Maybe you saw a movie you're super jazzed about. But if you've got something bigger and longer to share, did he say that? Send in the news. Autotransportintel@gmail.com. Send me photos, articles, etc. And we want to help. Hey, what's going on? Finest Towing and Recovery. Hey, Happy New Year. And that's the thing too. Man, Carlos Braxton is here. So we got the core in the house. If you haven't been here for a while, and maybe, you're like, man, am I on the outs? No, it's never too late. Say hello, don't say hello, schedule a meeting, send an email, whatever it is. Let's go ahead and check in with Sue. She's my co-host. She is, here, let's get this, I gotta make sure this is up and running anyways. She's my co-host, and she runs a dispatch office. She's a fully licensed broker. Sue, can you see me and hear me okay?
I can hear you, Jay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see the screen. Sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
So, snow apparently.
Snow is
I feel
up.
like a weatherman today.
Yeah. What's been going on? I mean, what is going on? Are you having? Yeah. Tell me more.
So it's pretty bad, from what I understand. Well, it's because of where it's hitting at. Of course, it's hitting Memphis, Nashville area. I mean, it hit us, but we're used to this kind of crap. But Memphis, Tennessee, and Nashville, Tennessee, they don't know anything to do. It's like being in Georgia. They don't have trucks. They don't know how to do anything. And like they've already closed down the auctions for picking up and everything else. So you can't even pick up. I've got 2 drivers sitting in that area trying to get out of there right now. And isn't this weird? Because last year we got a storm pretty bad, which caused us to get, a whole plethora of loads on the board. So what do you bet it's going to go up again? Right now we're at 75,152, which is here. Let me show you my screen. And last week we were at 74,296. Now I had predicted it was going to go down quite a bit, but apparently I wasn't planning on 2 storms to come through this area. So I think this is why it's going up. I think it's going to keep going up because nobody can move right now. And from what I'm understanding, this storm that's coming through right now is going to go up to the East Coast again as well. This will be the second storm this week. We've had one on the weekend all the way through Monday. And then this one started yesterday or last night. So we'll see what goes down
What? Hey,
for the weather.
what was the
So,
I-95 Virginia thing? It, I, I
95
honestly,
Virginia thing.
I saw I-95. I think I heard Virginia, but I don't know what specifically happened. Does that sound inept enough?
Let's see. Are we talking about just recently? Like, was it a crash? Is that what you
Well,
mean, or something?
yeah. Well, I-95 was shut down. Was it
Oh, okay. Well,
Monday?
let's look.
I don't know. That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, it says I-95 in Virginia reopens as motorists battle bailout traffic jam on Route 1.
Okay, so there
There
was a
was a major
traffic
snowstorm.
jam.
That's what happened.
So this.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it was because of snow, and there
Yeah.
was people left stranded overnight. They said for over 24 hours on I-95.
Wow.
That's what went down. So
Okay.
that was the first one that ran through there because we got hit Saturday in the Missouri, Kansas. Did you get anything in Kansas City on Saturday night? You were
So
supposed to.
okay, so yeah, I'm in Kansas City. We had some snow Saturday night. 2 inches? I don't know. 3 inches?
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
But you're
Not.
used to that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
In
big
Kansas City,
deal.
in Kansas City, if you say snow, there's salt trucks everywhere. And that's, I mean, I'm not
I
going to
don't think we've
complain.
even seen salt trucks yet.
Oh yeah, no. I actually did see some salt trucks. Yeah, no, they're very proactive here, which is good because then the asphalt in the summer is all destroyed.
Uh-huh.
You can't win.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They eventually come out where we live. We live in the boonies, right on the mountains.
Oh yeah.
So for them to come out, I'm surprised they haven't even been out yet. But I haven't seen any. Have you?
Oh wow. And so hey, John and Finest Towing, snow fell fast, close I-95.
We have
turned
a
into ice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, well, so okay, that's where our snow plows are at right now. There was a major pileup, which a pileup to us is 6 cars, by the way. But anyways,
That's the whole
on a
city.
bridge about 10 miles from us.
The whole city.
That's the whole city.
The whole city is
We're
all
like a
jammed
population
up.
of 200 people, man.
People start
So
moving their
that's why we
igloos.
haven't seen a snow plow over here yet. But anyways, but
funny.
yeah, we don't. I mean, we live so rural that they knew about it last night, so everybody was at the grocery stores, probably raiding the shelves because
Oh,
my
now
God,
that-
it's gonna snow 2
Oh
inches.
no, yeah, no. That's the snow trucks are great, but that is the problem. If you haven't bought your groceries and they
Yes.
say snow, oh yeah, you basically have to wait till the next. You have to wait till the next Chiefs game to get into the store. It's the only time you can shop
Yeah.
in Kansas City is when the Chiefs are on TV.
Yeah, so yeah, I get it, and everybody else is getting it up north too. It looks like because it looks like Finest Towing is up in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, well, was John and Luann moved to Florida.
Yeah, they moved to Florida.
Yeah.
Well, I know
But
they
they
didn't have Florida up there.
But they
or
move
down
on
there.
I-95, as does, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, stranded
he
motorists were
said
eating
stranded
bread out of a
motorists.
delivery truck. Wow.
Well, that was cool that they gave them the food. So
Did anybody get any video of that? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing
that'd be
is,
pretty funny.
well, truth, I mean, yeah, this is another reason why, and I have meetings, like I was in a meeting yesterday with these international business guys, and I'm talking about being pro-carrier, and I said it a few times, and I'm thinking, man, am I going to lose these guys? But they were like, wow, you don't hear that very often. I mean, as a media entity, because most media and business, it's all about the dealer, and that's great. I love that. But on Auto Transport Intel, we talk about the entire industry, but from the view of the carrier, which is kind of like this central dispatch stuff. You mean nobody cares it takes 60 days to sign up? I thought we had a driver shortage. Did anybody in Phoenix get the newspaper that said driver shortage? Or maybe we don't have one. I don't know.
I think we have one, but I don't think they care.
Do they not care? Does anybody care?
I think all of us care.
We care. Do we? I mean, go back to the carrier. You were talking about a carrier. What happened? A carrier said, tell me the story, please.
So we have a carrier that signed up with us, and we cannot get him. He's still been waiting for Central Dispatch to sign him up. He's signed up with Super Dispatch, and he's like, I'm just going to take Super Dispatch loads. But the problem with that is you can't rely on only 900 loads that are on Super Dispatch to keep yourself moving to make money. As we all know, that's just not going to work. And you could go sign up with other ones like Ship.Cars, but everybody bases their stuff off of Central. And yes, the only thing that helps with Super Dispatch is that you can become a super carrier by giving all of your paperwork into there. So some of the companies will work with you, but some will not. Like, for example, Backlot Cars told us to check back with them after the first of the year for new drivers, and they're still telling us, no, we're not signing anybody up. Now, I think that might have something to do with the fact that you said they got bought out or sold out or whatever. They may be waiting for all of that to flip over before they start signing up new people, because the amounts of paperwork have got to be just tremendous, because they signed up everybody. So if we go by what Central Dispatch says, that it's 13,000 carriers, can you imagine how much paperwork is going to have to be transferred to a new company? I probably wouldn't want to sign up anybody either, because I'd have to just add to the pile. So,
well,
all
right. Well, I'll tell you, first
kind of sucks, because I like working with Backlot Cars.
Okay.
That's definitely some bullshit.
Okay. So, all right, first of all, I just speculation live. I want to say the more I learn about all of the things going on with the giant octopus, the less I think that there is a centralized game plan. Because I just heard something yesterday, another weird factoid, and I thought, what are they doing? So I do not, honestly, I don't think there's a master plan anymore. I don't know what's going on. And this is why, like...
Oh, I don't think there's a master plan either. I think, honestly, I think they hired people from Fiverr, and that's why nothing's getting done. That's just my opinion.
Here's the thing: if you wanna call it on the carpet as you see it, okay. I keep hearing digital. Then why are carriers sending in faxes?
Yeah, right.
Okay. And fine, maybe you're just having a good time, Jay. And when they fax it in, it turns all into digital bits. It's like the Matrix. There's a fax and a paper on one end, and then Neo and digits on the other. Okay, fine. But you still don't need to only have 2 mail slot workers. I mean, or 2, 3, 10. If you let the paper stack up outside the mail slot, it's just going to keep stacking up, whether you bought another company for $1 kajillion, or you're going into whatever the strategy. Making new carriers wait longer and longer is not. How can that make any sense?
It doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't.
It doesn't.
To me, it's like they're letting down the carriers personally.
Okay, but so then, which nobody cares, right? Okay, because you said carrier, and every time we say who cares about the carrier, we need to hit the button because nobody cares. All right.
Okay.
But let's talk about the shipper, because everybody cares. Oh yeah. Oh, you said shipper? Oh, right away, sir. Coming at you. Digital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we care about the shipper, well, aren't the loads really going up on the load board? Like, aren't shippers having a hard time seeing the guarantee that they're going to get their socks on at 2 o'clock in the driveway? Right?
Yeah. And they're not.
So,
And they're not.
What about that?
New drivers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get
that's
it.
What I'm saying.
Because to me, you would want more options.
Yeah. Don't you need if there's 75,000 loads on the load board, don't you need them delivered? Because
you would think.
I've seen the social media that talks about, have it your way and all this new and the digital and Superman and everything, and I don't get it, man. I do not get it. But again, I know nobody cares.
It just
here we are.
And just like Rat saying they don't want, you have to be in business for a year before that you can sign up with them because they don't need any new carriers. But do you know how many times a day we get called from Ready Auto asking us if our drivers are in a certain place? I just got a call right before we got on the show.
Exactly. So all those people
that makes
making
no sense.
all those phone calls, Yet,
Yeah.
God, it doesn't make any sense.
Just hire, just get drivers. And Central Dispatch, they know they have a monopoly. Maybe that's why they don't care, but they should care because it still affects all of their customers. If they don't
Well,
have drivers for those customers, hey,
and and
it's
and
just stupid.
and I'll tell you what, I get well, and I think that here's the bet. The bet is that whatever customers do care, do not find people like us that care. As long as the
Well, true.
groups can't communicate, we're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We keep
you're
the
right.
barrier of
Right.
silence and we are gold. Because all we
Yeah.
got to do is cash that monthly. What is it now? What are we making a month? $1.2 million? And we
I think it
got
was
two.
$1.6 million, wasn't it?
It's $1 million something.
Or
And we got 2 mail slot workers.
$1,677,000. That's just
I mean,
for transporters.
why-
That's not including the brokers.
Yeah, there's no way you're
So-
gonna mess with. This is what matters. It's not the.
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah.
people. It's the ATM. And as long as
Yeah.
the ATM and we keep everybody, we're good. Yeah, John. I mean, how can it be anything else?
Well, and as well as I do, this is the first of the year. This is when all the new drivers come out. So how many people they got sitting there waiting? You know what I mean? They'll never get caught up.
That's my point.
It would be
They'll
impossible.
Never get caught up. I mean, it's like the I Love Lucy chocolate assembly line. You ain't gonna get caught up, Lucy. Right?
I should send them an email
She's
with
eating
the
chocolates
Fiverr link and say
sticking them
hire more
everywhere.
people.
Yeah. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Hey, what's up, John? Now, John. We got John at LAI.
Yeah, I just
we
read
got
that.
John at Finest Towing. I love it. Now, John says, I found
John
out a few
says
days ago that ACV
that-
has a premium list of carriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all brokers should have a premium list of carriers so that you're not dialing for dollars on random, hey, I got an Alaska to West Virginia. Can you
Right.
pick it up tomorrow? You need your list of carriers. But the thing
So how do
is...
you get on the premium list of carriers is what I want to know.
Now, well, that is a good question. I mean, that is a worthwhile question. But at the same time, and this brings us back to this giant whatever waiting list, is you've got loads randomly going to random locations, randomly all day. Random, right?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
pick a
Right.
city. How many cities are in the United States?
Oh
I don't
God, I don't know.
I used to actually know. It's like 66,000 or something crazy. And those are just the cities. Talk about all the cars, sitting in wrapped around trees and, down the road from Billy Joe's uncle, grandpa. I mean, think of all the random cars that there are. And how's inventory right now? That's another thing. Inventory, people are dying for inventory, which means it's more random cars than ever before, but you're not going to let in the new drivers? Why?
Right.
Do you not like drivers? What is going on? Why am I worked up about it? Sue?
Yeah,
Why
I'm
do I
worked up
care?
about it, so I get it.
I don't even know why I care.
Well, I know why I care. I've got drivers that want to get going and they can't get them going because of it, and then they're irritated. Kind of with us, like we can do something about it, but I wish I had some kind of magic Fiverr that I could give to Central Dispatch so they would get to work and get people signed up. I've never seen this in 17 years. I've had them be 2 weeks behind, but not
I've
3 months behind. That's ridiculous.
In the dispatch
But,
office
I mean-
in 2015,
Yeah.
it took 3 days.
Yeah.
And it was
It
always
used to take like a day or two.
2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
That's what it took. Yeah, it never
Yeah.
changed. Maybe it got up to a
No.
week because of, whatever
they didn't have the right
whatever
paperwork or
virus
whatever.
we had in
Yeah, something
2015.
stupid.
Yeah. Just like with gas companies when a
But not-
refinery blows up or doesn't, and there's another
Yeah.
press release. Oops, another refinery blew up. Whatever. I know there's that list of excuses, but I've
Yeah.
never heard of a month. I've never heard of 2 months, and I don't
No.
understand it. And
No.
I honestly do not believe, speculation live, I do not believe it's because of the DHL amazing spaceship logistics merger, whatever
No.
that is. We still don't even know
No,
what that
I
is.
think it's, yeah. I think it's just a lack of employees because they don't want to have anybody else over there doing it. 'Cause
Right.
how long does it take them now to? Now this is the weird part. Okay, so we put all like on the first of the year, we sent over our packets for every single driver with the new W9 on it. Okay, almost everybody got installed the same day. So how can they do that and not sign up new drivers? It isn't that hard. I can't imagine it's any different than me taking or giving a load to a driver and looking up all their stuff and getting all their paperwork, their insurance, their W9. And usually when you sign up, I think you have to send that all to them anyways in a fax instead of email to get signed up. So, I mean, what, they have 1,000 people there trying to get signed up? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Hey Sue, did you know? See, my audio keeps changing too. Mic check. It's the dumbest thing. Did you know that there was a DHL TV show? I don't know.
No.
DHL EV TV. Episode 1 was like, I don't know,
what?
a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Episode 2 was, I don't know when. Episode 3 is coming soon. So they're doing like an episode a year.
So, and we're talking about DHL, transporting goods like FedEx, right? That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's who we're talking. When companies get
Okay.
too big, they literally cannot. They can't move. They are frozen in a gelatin. It's like an anti-supervillain. I mean, we are a major corporation, and we're moving. And we're moving. and so you've got all these, owner operators moving at the speed of light against this giant corporate battleship. And nobody cares. It's amazing. Chris is freezing. Got to fly for diesel, preparing equipment for snow. Thanks for checking in, Chris. So it is the weather. Topic 1. Topic 2 would be the load board. Weather has moved above load board as far as immediacy of problems. Is that?
Yes. So Mannheim bought out DHL or vice versa?
Right, exactly. Because of all you go to coxautoinc.com and there's so many brands you don't even know what you're doing anymore. But
right, yeah, they were
right. I know. So your question has merit. I just validated you. I need a wand.
I just went to the Mannheim website and they're talking about it right now.
No, they're talking about acquiring DHL. That is awesome.
This is what it says. This is. I don't know
this
if
is what
it says collaborating.
Okay, Mannheim Logistics and DHL Supply Chain form exclusive collaboration. Hey, there's that VIP pipe you're talking about. You need one of them VIP pipes to create more efficient transportation experience. Yeah, we're talking about that. Are we more efficient right now or less efficient than we were?
Less? Obviously.
Multi-year agreement brings together the worldwide leader in logistics. The worldwide leader in logistics. I'm going to guess that's DHL. With the automotive industry's leading transportation provider. Leading transportation provider. Really? In what way are they the leading transportation provider?
I don't know. Because Mannheim Logistics is not a
They don't have their own trucks?
Transportation provider anyways. No.
That's amazing. You can put anything in a PR or release. Partnership designed to create a modern logistics management solution that significantly improves the transportation experience for clients and carriers. Oh my God, they put carriers up there. So they do care.
I don't know.
Together, the companies aim to transform the $5 billion B2B automotive transport. Transform? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got the transformation like never before. Hey, we're transforming at the speed of corporate light. I'm telling you, I think we should call Marvel and DC Comics. I got a new superhero called like Frozen Man. Mr. Corporate.
Sitting at his desk, man.
Sitting at his desk, frozen corporate man. Oh my gosh, that is great. Well, hey, look at the date. Did you see the date? When is this from?
Where is there? I don't know if there is a date, is there?
October 8th, 2020.
Oh well.
So what's happened in the last year and a half? Bueller?
Apparently nothing.
Bueller?
That's pretty sad.
Yeah,
I didn't look at the date on it.
We want to get an update on our super corporate, VIP pipe deal. Oh, we're just making carriers wait longer? Oh, that's great. Great. Very good. Carry on, everybody.
Where are you at, LAI? Top part of Texas, you mean? You don't mean Dallas, then I take it. It's probably cold in Dallas, though.
Oh, jeez, man.
All right. Well, I'm sure nobody wants us to look for loads because they're all frozen, sitting.
I know,
in the
right?
same spot.
What's to look for? Well, how about this? What we could do is we could do a public service. Since carriers can't get signed up and there's no sandbox or anywhere, we literally are the only way you can search for loads because you can't get signed up. Yeah, I mean that's it. We should get the word out, dude. We should take out an ad on Central. Can't get on?
Yeah.
Watch Dispatching Live. Shoot, that's actually a great idea. Hey, will somebody do that?
That's not a bad idea.
Would somebody please put an ad on Central that if you can't get signed up, go watch Dispatching Live on Thursdays and they'll look for loads for you. Can we? Is that against the rules?
Here's the thing. No, it shouldn't be. The only thing is, okay, so as we know, is most brokers won't let you haul for them unless you're on Central Dispatch. Now, they might if they knew this was going on, but they don't know this is going on.
No, they
would have no clue that this is going on.
Well, that's actually, I'm really glad you said that because that's another thing. Like, for the first time ever, there's actual news. Like, can't get your load moved? Watch Dispatching Live. I don't know what it is. It's like we got to get the word because I know it. I was doing searches on YouTube, get rich car hauling and all that stuff. Almost nothing has changed. Now the quality of the carrier video has gone up, but there's still no. It's total radio silence on the tin can connected to the rope. That doesn't go anywhere. The rope is down, the rope is down. People don't have new information about what's going on in auto transport. No. There's no new info.
And they would have no idea that this is happening.
Exactly.
Honestly, maybe what I need to do is send out a mass email to all the brokers and say, hey, harass Central about getting these drivers signed up.
No.
Yes.
It's January 6th,
Yes.
Sue. You can't say that.
What's January 6th? Well, then here's my thought process on this: is if other brokers knew that this was taking place, maybe somebody might say something to Central and say, "Get some more people hired from Fiverr, and let's get this going."
Exactly. Send a link to Fiverr.
On the Fiverr thing.
We know that actually. Here let's put together the email now. Listen, here's a link to Fiverr. We know you've got just a few people left, duct taped to the mail slot and the desk. And at Fiverr, they have that too. You can get more of those. So get more duct taped mail slot people on Fiverr.
Yes.
And it's at the price point you love. Dirt cheap.
Yeah. $2 an hour.
Hey, why pay $5 an hour when you can get it for $2?
Exactly.
And we're gonna review your performance every 30 days, and we may flip you a nickel. Oh, there it is. Okay, this has been really fun. Are we searching for loads? It's 12:30 already.
Well, let's
Are you
let's
searching
look.
for
Where
loads?
should we
What are
look
you
at?
working on? What's going on there?
Honestly, all my drivers are loaded, so
Well, yeah,
I'm
because
not really even looking
right,
for.
because yeah, they can't
There's
be hard. This has got to be some of the best
no.
dispatching you could get, right? I mean,
Yes, yeah.
there's
This
stuff
is the
everywhere.
time of the year. Well, I can't even say this is not even the normal time of the year. This is the time when there's 75,000 loads on the board and there's hardly any drivers on the road that you don't have a problem with loading and getting really great rates. Because I mean, truthfully, that's where we're getting really good rates unless you're in some place like Houston or something like that. Houston, I don't think ever changes no matter
So,
what happens.
how about this?
It's always low. In
Are
Florida's the same.
you are you seeing more desperation in brokers' eyes, like random phone calls, or when you
Um,
call, you can get the money
Well,
you
yeah, I've
asked
been getting
for?
calls from Ready and stuff like that, but of course they've got stuff I'm not taking. Uh, we haven't really had to ask for hardly any more money because they're all paying over $1 a mile on most everything we've been taking. And it had nothing to do with the weather. Like for example, we took, like I told you, we took 4 units for John that went from Ohio and PA to Sikeston, Missouri, and he got paid. It was something outrageous here. Let's see, I think it was paid. He got paid $37.50 to go 700 miles. Um, and then on the way back, the funny part, I don't know if everybody know who 74 Auto Mall is. If you do Missouri, you know who 74 Auto Mall is. They're out of Sikeston, Missouri, and they always pay super well. It's just that their stuff is usually big and it doesn't run and drive. Anyways, as we're doing the loads to go down there, they're listing more loads out of Sikeston going back up towards Ohio and Kentucky. So we got them loaded right away coming back. And then I took a 4-pack, I think, for United Road that just went like 100 miles for like $500 too, because John wanted some fill-in stuff. So the loads are on there. In fact, if we go, why don't we do this? Let's do all to all. Let's do $1 a mile and see how much comes up. That'll kind of give us, and I'm going to say, I'm not going to do low stuff. So let's do $300. And let's see how much.
Okay, cool. We're gonna talk about John next. That's good. Actually, that's actually good. Like you put the dipstick in the oil to see your
there's 14,000 loads at $1 a mile on here.
Wow.
You and I both know you don't ever see that kind of crap.
Wow.
Look, even right here, Assertus has one from Birmingham going all the way to Riverside.
Oh my God, a truck for $2,300? That's awesome.
Miles.
That is a great load.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Oh my God. And Riverside's cool because you can get out. That's east of LA. You can get out of there.
Yeah, that is true. Now, I know we're going to see a lot of stuff going to Florida. I have a guy in Columbus. He's going back down to Tampa. And this is for United Road, so everybody just sit back and wait until I tell you how much this is paying. They were paying on 3 vehicles $2,200, another unit for $1,000, and then we got one from Metrogistics for $1,000, just from Columbus to Tampa. That's not that many miles.
Holy cow! What?
So that's almost yeah. I know. I about fell over too.
Columbus, Georgia.
It was a 3-pack.
No, Columbus, Ohio.
No, Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, well that's better. But still,
to
okay.
Tampa. They're all going to the same place in Tampa, and he had 3 pickups. And
wow.
Let's see, how many miles is that?
What did he?
Yeah,
four vehicles made how much? $4,000?
3 vehicles. 3 vehicles were $2,200. The 4th vehicle from United Road paid $1,000 by itself, and then we got another one from Assertus for another $1,000.
Wow.
So
that's like 2015 money.
It says it's that was some good money.
Wow.
2,200, 1,000, and 1,018. He got paid $42.18 to go. It's 1,000 miles is what it is. So yeah, that was my 5 car that we just took those for.
Speaking of, because we were talking about the whole Pro ABD and move your stuff to the end of the driveway. Have you seen how the comments on what's going on? Man, people are mad, dude. What if just speculation live, what if we're in for a big shocker? What if they're getting out of the load board business too?
Who Central? Is that what you're saying?
What, because it's not really being taken care of.
Oh well, no, but it hasn't been for a long time. But who's going to walk away from that kind of money?
Well, they're not going to walk away from the money, but
lot.
It's kind of like, if you had, it's like an ATM in the middle of the desert. Just keep taking the money, and then, people stop showing up. Who cares? I don't know. Look at all the brands that they have. I'm asking a crazy question because there's got to be something. There has to be some strategy. And it ain't the October 8th, 2020.
That's too much money. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're getting
too much
out
money, even if you sold it.
They're getting out of broker software. They're getting out.
Oh, you mean from jTracker to Bats? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, they don't own, according to the news, they don't even own Bats. They're just saying, we're not doing J and go to B. We don't care. They're getting, as far as we know, they are getting out.
Well, that would be weird, but I
know it would be weird. But why would you get out of J when that many people like J? Why would you just get out?
Well, true. Why would you? It was working fine as far as I know. Nobody ever complained about jTracker, did they?
And I'm going to tell you this, too. Here's the thing, because we're trying to connect the dots. God, it's not easy. But
no.
Did you know that when it comes to the physical auction, many of their physical auctions don't want people showing up anymore?
Well, that's been going on since COVID hit, though.
I know. Why was it such a strong agenda even before COVID? What do you mean you don't want people to show up at these giant locations anymore? What are you going to do with the place? Turn it into an Amazon warehouse?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, true, because they wouldn't need all that space.
And that's my point. There is something. I mean, I'm not trying to make stuff up. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. You don't want people showing up at your giant locations anymore. You're getting rid of what was a successful money-making broker software. You've got your carrier load board. You just don't seem... I mean, who is being taken care of over here? It ain't the shippers. It ain't the carriers. What is this place for? Like Jerry Seinfeld. No grapes, no nuts. What's the deal there? I mean,
I think they've gotten too big. That's what I think is going on.
That's where
they don't have the right people in place.
Super frozen corporate man. But there's still... You can't be... I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that work there. Shoot, lots of people work there.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of titles. Nobody works here?
Yeah.
Or nobody cares. I mean, what is the deal?
Well, and I would think they make more money off of this than anything else.
I know, but nobody's managing the store.
No, nobody's managing the store.
The store is making plenty of money, but nobody's managing it. I mean, here's the thing is, you list it, because I was thinking this too, what we really need to do, I guess, is we need to go back to that, it's 2022. We need to go back to the load board list, right? Top load boards or whatever. Because let's go to, go to your screen. Look, there's a Certus. Okay. Are you telling me that a Certus is posting loads and they don't care about them? Sure they care about them.
No. They care about them.
They absolutely do. All right. Let's go to the next one. Who's the next major broker on this list that cares about their loads? Let's look at it. Say what you will, but I know a Certus cares about their loads.
AutoSled is next.
AutoSled. I know AutoSled cares about its loads. I know they do. ACV cares about their loads. Uh-oh. Now what do we do?
Well, this is weird. I just looked up how many employees that Central Dispatch has, because usually it has to tell you online.
Yeah.
It says, but this is what's weird, because I know, and you know, that Central says it's out of, Illinois, right?
And John makes a good point, talk about ACV rates. Well, yeah. Shareholders are... That's an interesting... But that's why we love capitalism. Boom! January 6th. What did you say, Sue?
Well, I looked up, I just put in there, it said how many people work at Central Dispatch. And we all know that
Where did you
Central
search
Dispatch
that at?
is based out of... I
Sue
just put it in Google.
Wow. Sue
And
is searching.
it says right here, like, so if you go to Glassdoor, which is like a company that hires people and stuff like that, it
Okay.
says there's 36 central dispatch salaries. Okay. And it says the average base pay is $40,825. I don't know if I buy that one.
Well,
Let's
what's
see what
45?
else.
What'd you say? 45 grand?
40,000.
40,000. What's 40K a year? I mean, what's 40K divided by 12? Left my calculator somewhere.
Well,
I could
and
use my
here's the
phone.
other thing I don't understand about this: 40,825 divided by 12. It's 3,400 a month, but that's without taxes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Um,
You could definitely live in Phoenix for
but
that
then
money,
it's
right?
well, this is it. Well, this is Illinois. That's where they're supposedly at, is in Illinois. Whether
What?
that's true or not, I
All
don't know.
right, whatever.
Well, that's where Central Dispatch is based out of. But then
You're right.
up
Good point.
here, it says it's out of Chicago, Illinois. Okay.
Okay.
But then up here it says this doesn't make sense. There's a company profile in Harvey, Louisiana for Central Dispatch.
By
but
the
maybe
way,
there's another.
if you
No, it
are
says it's is a
if you are Frozen
Dun and
Corporate
Bradstreet.
and
Here
you're
we are.
listening, and you see us, we're like trying to calculate the annual revenue of the employees that work there. I'll tell you what, get us some help on the load board, and we'll stop investigating how much money your employees make. Can we do that? We'll make you a deal. I'll make that
True.
deal all day long.
Let's see.
Because what else? If nobody can get signed up, what are we doing here? I guess we're gonna start
Yeah.
looking into how much
Oh,
money you
that's
got.
not
I don't
good.
know. What else are we supposed to do?
Well,
Can't get guys signed
well,
up?
exactly, because well, or yeah, get people signed up so we don't have to ask, and then just get on down the road. I mean, that's all we want is to get our drivers signed up and moving.
Yeah.
And it's not just drivers. I mean, you had brokers on there that haven't been able to get signed up either. How long did that one guy say when we were on the show?
exactly.
Yeah, like 26 days or something
Bro-
obnoxious. Yeah.
Brokers are waiting, carriers are waiting, shippers are waiting, and yet we just read a 2020 press release that says you're the number one, what is it? Number one rated automotive logistics solutions provider in the world or something? Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's really going well. Unbelievable.
Well, we know.
And nobody cares, and nobody listens. Nobody's talking about this.
Nope.
Dead air.
I haven't been asked to do
Unbelievable.
like a sit down, like, because they were using me quite a bit there, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
once a month there
I'm sure.
for a while, and asking me questions about, and trying to help the system. And I haven't been asked about that in months.
Oh, yeah.
Probably since they hired Fiverr people.
Absolutely.
Anyways,
you know what? And it's okay. I'm going to say this too, is that I already knew that. I love that phrase because it's ridiculous and true. Is that I already knew that whatever feedback they were getting wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter a hill of beans. In fact, it was just a way to make it look like people cared. Come on.
Well, the only thing I'll give them
take your
kudos
seats.
for is they haven't.
This is our weekly Monday morning Nobody Cares meeting. Any questions?
Well, the only thing I'm going to give them kudos for is the fact that they have not forced us into using the new search engine. That will be the only thing I will say, because everybody that I talk to does not like it. I don't know if everybody's telling them that they don't like it, but everybody needs to be telling them that they don't like it. Like,
So
go back to what we have. What's wrong with what we have? It wasn't broken.
And I'm going to tell you. Here's one. I'm going to raise you a notch. How about this? I'm going all in, because I was in a room where people very high up at that place were in the room hearing the kind of stuff we're saying about load boards, about apps.
Yeah.
Anybody care? Heck no. Nobody cares.
So John has a question for me.
Okay.
So usually I already find that out, John, because what he's asking is if you assign a load to a carrier and they have to stop at a location to get the keys, then the car is in a different location. Do I add more money for that within 15 miles? Usually I know about that ahead of time, so I include it in my price and I let them know about that ahead of time. But you're right, that happens all the time. The reason being is the dealerships now have so many sublots because they can't, and I don't understand that. Why do you have a sublot when they can't find cars to buy and sell right now, right? But anyways, they still have sublots. We do not get paid any extra. It happens all the time. They're like, oh yeah, come on in here. I don't know how many times my driver has unloaded his truck to get the cars on and he finds out he has to go to the sublot because they never told anybody that. And they should pay us, but nobody does. So unfortunately, John, nobody does it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
go
include
ahead and
it in my
hit the
price because I always find out.
fill in. I'll hit the button.
No.
You fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Also, and I
No.
just heard, here's another one in the octopus of amazing, is
Yeah.
that 97% plus blah blah of cars are visible because of our fancy schmancy auction tracking. You know what I'm talking about.
Right. Right.
Okay, if that's true, can you let us know? Can the technology send us a cheeseburger with a sticky note that says, "Oh yeah, the car's at a sublot"? Just ask.
Yeah.
A cheeseburger with a sticky note. Now that's the kind of thing that I'm proud of.
So let's talk about lot vision because that's what you were leading into.
How dare
so
you?
Lot vision. So lot vision. I don't know if you realize this. I think they have lot vision at every Manheim now. I think they have finished it all up and they're at every Manheim.
So,
Believe it or not.
I think you're right. And so that leads us to, you did all that work to get all those vehicles tracked. What are you doing with this thing? Nothing? Like, okay.
Yeah.
If we know where all the vehicles are, but they're all just sitting here on this list, then what's the point?
Yeah. True.
I don't get it.
Can't
man.
move them.
Tell
Nice
me.
to know where they're
I just
at.
want to know. Tell me whatever you want, you know, because the furniture's awesome, and we're merging, and we're corporate, and we're happy, and we're. Is this why REM made that "Shiny Happy People" song? Were they talking about the octopus? I don't know what's going on. That's what they. Shiny. They're in the vacant giant building structure, listening to "Shiny Happy People." There's like 3 people. They're just making it rain like crazy. Emailing billionaires, come on down and play "Shiny Happy People" in this giant vacant whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy. And if you're sitting at home because you can't get signed up,
Yeah.
shiny happy
Yeah.
truckers everywhere. Okay.
See, and that, you know what? It irritates me for the driver because I know how much money they're sitting on and what they're having to pay. They still have to pay that insurance every month. They still got to make the truck payments. They still got to make the trailer payments, and you can't get signed up to get moving. I understand their frustration. I would be super pissed off if it was me.
Well, and that's why. So we have to find a way to offer an alternative. Like,
yeah,
we know you watched a video that said you'd get rich.
Yeah.
And now you're stuck. Now what do you do? Sue, I need you for my dispatcher. Are you taking on clients? I retired from the military last week in February. So here's the question. If you're retiring, you're retiring later, you need to start getting signed up
now.
Right now. Send a fax.
Because it might not be
Do
ready.
not wait.
I mean, you might not even be ready by March. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I love it, Mark. Thank
2 months.
But
2 months. January,
if you want to
February,
start driving
yeah.
first week of March, you need to fax today.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But yeah, give us a call. 417-273-0021.
And I want to know this too, because I get wound up, and I'm trying to Uh, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to unfreeze the frozen. Right?
Well,
The squeaky wheel and the whatnot. I mean, is this
We're
crazy or is it
peons.
just us?
No, it's no.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
This is
This
crazy,
is totally
man.
crazy, but we are peons in this little thing, and
I
nobody
wanna go,
pays attention to us.
I want to go back to our Does Anybody Care list. Because by the way, let's look at Acertus. Acertus has their own loads, but they're posting on Central.
Right.
Do we have
If you have an account with them, you can. But here's the thing. This is the thing. If you have an account with Metro, you can use your load board. But guess what? You can't have an account with Metro until you have 20 ratings on Central Dispatch. So it doesn't do you any good.
Get out of town. It says
No,
on
that's the
20
rule.
ratings on Central Dispatch.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
cow.
Mm-hmm.
Recalculating.
So.
Recalculating. What do you do now? The whole world
nothing.
needs
It's
a
just
wood
like Cars
shampoo.
Arrive. They have their own load board too, but you have to be in business for 90 days. And I think they would take you, and you probably use their load board without being on Central, but it takes 90 days. ACV is 4 months. RAT is 1 year. Who else? Let's go with.
But Sue, can we,
wholesale,
since these
6
guys,
months.
since the frozen corporate guys are going to just let it sit here and rot, can we?
Yeah.
Is there, maybe we need to, I've been contacted by a couple software guys. Can somebody create like a form where you enter a few pieces of data and then you kind of trickle down into the possible load boards? I don't know, man.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
because again, these frozen guys are just going to sit here and count money. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That is what we're doing. I think we figured it out live on Dispatching Live. What are they doing? They are sitting counting money and not much else. I mean, whatever. All right, so since we know the business model is whatever we're counting money, then we need to come up with, because auto transport, this is what's going to happen? How is it going to get any better if nobody does anything?
Well, this is true.
What is DHL going to come in on a cape and be like, we're going to save everybody? What does DHL know about auto transport? By the way, they're on their 3rd episode in 3 years on their TV show.
They're moving fast.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. We did 200 shows last year. DHL did 1. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Oh man.
This is what Ty always says.
All right.
It's not the big that eat the small, it's the fast that eat the slow. And right now, this is actually thank you so much, Octopus, because this is an amazing opportunity for the rest of the galaxy to figure out how to fix this freaking thing. Because this is as broke as it gets. It's 2022, and it is as broke as it gets.
Yeah, I agree. Although it was before, but still, either way, this shouldn't be happening. Aren't we a fast-paced industry? Isn't that what we're considered anyways? So why wouldn't they be on with us?
And don't people need their
We're
cars?
moving cars. Let's go. Yeah.
Shoot, man, on Tesla, there's a blog forum where people are blogging about their cars. There's no, how about a shipper? How about the shipper that can't get their car moved? They don't know, they don't have anywhere to take their grievance. What do? Call people, Google, put a YouTube comment on Auto Transport Intel? Where do you go? Where can a shipper go to say, what the F is going on? Nowhere. Because
if we can let a night drop.
Fill in the blank.
It's
2 words. First word starts with an N. Second word rhymes with shares. I hit the buzzer. You say the 2 words. You can whisper it if you want to. I'll type it in the
And
live chat.
Okay. I'm waiting for it.
I
Nobody
do think
cares.
this
Okay,
episode's
gotcha.
going to be called As Broke as It Gets. I kind of like that.
That's alrighty then.
Hey, let's talk about John. We got Larry coming up in a bit.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
John, 3-car hauler, semi, or is it 4? He has 4 now. Yeah.
4.
Okay. He has a semi.
He has a 4 now. Yep. Yep.
Right. And
Yep.
he's a CDL. He's had a CDL for a long time.
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
Okay. So CDL holder, drives a semi, 4-car.
Yep.
Is it the Infinity
Yep.
trailer? Which trailer does he have?
No, he has a. I don't know if it's a Wally. It's a good trailer. It's either Sun Country or Wally, but it's 1 up in the air, 3 behind it.
Right. Got the flipper up, got the 3. And now he's on the road. Is everything, I mean, same kind of thing. Home for the holidays, right? He's a family man, home for the holidays.
Yes.
But
Yep.
then hits the road, makes money. And
Yep.
I guess, what's his lane? What you guys running the same lane, or what are y'all doing?
Well, no. So what happens with John is because he doesn't always run because he's John's multi-talented here. He's a magician, and I'm not kidding. He really is a magician. His whole family is in the magic act. He also owns a candy making business. He also owns some other stuff. So he's a busy guy. So he doesn't run full time. The last 3 weeks, we've only run like 3 to 4 days. Like he goes out on Monday, comes back on Wednesday. Or the week before that, I think we went out on Wednesday, came back on Friday. Now, usually he runs Monday through Friday or Saturday. Sometimes he'll run 2 or 3 weeks, but he's had things he's been doing. In fact, he just sent me a text and says we want to run Monday through Wednesday again next week with the really good loads because he has to be in Minnesota on Thursday. So he's got stuff going on. So generally speaking, he's from Youngstown, Ohio, which we all know. I love Ohio, Pittsburgh, Detroit. That's my money states. So that's why we make such good money too. We've been running for the last 3 weeks. 1 week we went to Atlanta, 1 week we went to Nashville, and another week we went to Virginia, I believe, Richmond area. And we just went there and came straight back. Normally I would tell you that doesn't work out very well because going someplace and coming straight back to Ohio is very difficult, but because there's such a plethora of loads on the board, it's not been that difficult at all. That's going to change, of course, but then we usually run with John winter months because when spring starts running and he does, well, we're going to have Easter candy here shortly. And then he starts doing his magic show, which he hasn't had a lot of that lately because of COVID, but they still do it and they do the fairs and stuff like that. So that's what he has been running. And he just got this new trailer last year. So we've just been doing this 4-car here for not quite a year yet. So we're still trying to get the groove in it. It's not a normal 4-car like my other 4-car where I could put anything on it. We found out the reason why is, so when the 1 car goes up in the air, on my other trailer, there's a dip that goes underneath so that you don't have a height issue. You can always put a truck up on there. This one does not. So I have to be very careful with what I fit on there. And I don't know if anybody has had problems finding trailers for buying and stuff like that. I've heard several stories that they're months behind, but if you find a used one, you're doing good too. So, but the prices are high. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but the prices are high on everything. So
did you had a trailer?
Anyways.
Somebody had a trailer for sale recently.
Yes.
They get sold.
Yeah. No, not yet. In fact,
Not
he's
yet.
still got that one. That's he's got the GN 450, the Infinity 4-car, and that's the guy that I was running that he was making anywhere between 7 to 10 a week in it. Because he can take just about anything. He can take 3 1500s in a car and an SUV, 3 2500s car SUV, that kind of thing. So it makes a difference.
Yesterday me and Brian were doing top FMCSA violations. What would you say are the top reasons people get out?
I would think, or what I've had happen before, is they end up having a major either accident or they have a major repair and they were not they weren't prepared for it. And if you have an engine that goes out 20 grand, bing bang boom, right? And if you aren't prepared for that and you're not prepared for the time off that it takes to fix it and get back on the road, it'll put you out of business just like that. Same thing as if they're in a really bad wreck and they have to pay, thousands of dollars. That'll put you out of business if you weren't prepared for that either. Because insurance doesn't always pay, as we all know. Or maybe people don't know, but insurance does not always pay. We had a driver that had 2 brand new 2021s or 2022 trucks on there. The insurance would not cover $20,000 of it. That was that gap insurance section in there, people. And that's why they wouldn't cover it. So it had to come out of the owner's pocket to pay for it and get it off the board.
Gap insurance, yeah, I've heard about
I think
that.
that's, yeah. And I would assume that's, over the years, that's what I've had, my experience would be those 2 reasons the most.
And
because as well as I do, I had one of my dispatchers ask me, there was a new guy that just started. He doesn't know anything about anything. And I explained to her, I said, most of these guys get into this and they haven't done any research. They've watched some YouTube video, or they've talked to some idiot at a gas station that said you're going to make millions of dollars, and they don't do a business plan. They have no backup. They want everything to be CODs, which we all know is not possible. And if you need all CODs, you're probably in the wrong business. Because if you don't have enough gas money to float you, you know what I mean, then you shouldn't be doing this. But that's another thing that gets people out of business. They are not prepared for the expenses in this business and having a backup plan. Ooh, yikes! He has to carry $2 million.
that is insane.
Wow.
Well, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at that every time. Not all right. That's a bit dramatic. Many times, when you see the story about a truck being stolen, name that state.
Florida.
I mean, it's weird, isn't it?
That's
And
where
it's
I've had it to me at.
almost every stinking time. I always
Yeah.
Florida, another one in Florida. Shoot, man, there's some some crackhead somewhere in the Everglades with a whole mess of trucks.
Watching the Mannheim,
I mean,
waiting for someone to leave their truck and trailer there.
It's nuts. It is.
It is nuts.
It's totally nuts. And I don't even know,
I
how
had
do you
it happen
combat
in
that
New York,
problem?
too.
What do you do?
I don't leave your truck parked at Mannheim. I don't know. That's usually what they do, though. They don't have a place for it at their home because they don't usually let you park in residentials like that. People have a fit about it, so they park it at the Mannheims that are close to where they live, and that's where it always happens.
Right, and they're not there. They park it at the Mannheim, allegedly.
Yep.
Huh? They
Yep.
park it, then they go home. Is that what happens?
Yep. That's what happened to my driver. Yeah. He parked it at the Mannheim in Lakeland, Florida. He lived in Lakeland, and then they took it.
So you need to rig it out with cameras and stay in it and get a dog, all that stuff,
Pretty
right?
much. Yeah. I don't know if that would even help you. They'd probably just take it anyway.
So the crackhead, not only does the crackhead in the Everglades have a bunch of trucks, but he's got a bunch of dogs and a bunch of cameras.
A monkey or two.
That is,
Who knows?
that is wrong. Right, John's going to start a new Lord board. That's what I'm talking about. I mean,
Yeah.
it is literally, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. John said he just put $1,800 of tires. Yeah. Everything's going up. I mean, it's going to be.
But you
That's
have
what
to
we're dealing
beg
with
for it.
here.
That's why I
Inflation.
wouldn't talk about company number 4 because you have to beg for every stinking nickel.
Yeah.
Why? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
And then you have to explain to them why you want more money.
Oh, and you know what they said?
They always. Yeah. Go ahead.
2 favorite words. Go ahead and explain. Let's play this game.
Mhm.
Hey, let's play a game. Sue, why do you need more money on this load?
So I always tell them, first off, the gas prices are super high. Everything is super high. And I don't know why we have to explain it. And I think this is stupid. I mean, just common sense tells you I shouldn't even have to explain to you why I want more money. But that's what I usually tell them, that, or I'll tell them that we're going out of route to go get this car. It's not, where it's supposed to be. And yeah.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want more?
Oh.
I usually stop after that point.
Oh, oh. Okay, so are you picking it up? No? You're not?
Nope. Talk to you later.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, no, we move it up. Hey, I've got 3 other drivers that said they would move it all day. And so,
Yeah, then go dispatch it to them. Those are the people, like, literally. Okay, so listen to this one. I called to get a load out of Kansas City going into Ohio. They had it listed for $505. And he's like, can you take 500? I'm like, sure, it's $5. Really? Why why even list it for the price you have it on there for? And it's not just the little brokers, and by the way, that load never even came through because they couldn't get a hold of their customer. And it wasn't who you think it is either. It was another one like them, but it wasn't them. But that's where most of this load thing, why list it for $700 if you only want to pay $5? That's the number one thing that pisses me off the most. And it's usually the ones that are double, triple brokered.
And yet we say we're all in it together. And go ahead, walk into a restaurant. Go ahead and take a seat. Get the menu. I think I'll have the salad. I'll probably have a couple steaks and a lobster. Because I work in auto transport. I got all kinds of money. And then dabbing the mouth with a napkin. Cut to 30 minutes later, and the lobster's gone, everything. And you get the bill. And then, hey, Garrison! And the guy comes over. I'm not going to pay that much. I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to send that. Yeah, no, I'm going to send that right back. I'm not paying that much. What are you going to do about it, bub?
Yeah.
Huh? What are you going to go wash your dishes? Huh? Do we do that? You get in the Uber, oh, hey, here's one for you. Oh my gosh, I got this news story. Tip baiting. Have you heard of tip baiting? People are now tip baiting Uber drivers. I guess you can go on Uber. So when you're, in the middle of the night, you're all stoned out of your mind, you need a bunch of lobster, and you're like, yeah, man, I need some lobster. It's 3 a.m. Of course I need lobster. I'm a capitalist.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. I want double the lobster, and I'm gonna tip really big. And you're like laughing to your buddies. I told him we'd tip him big. So the guy comes, runs over there, gets everything. Speed of light, and your lobster, and put your socks tipped on in your driveway. And as soon as he pulls away, you're like, ha, 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 there goes the tip. Woo! Score. Put it on TikTok. People are doing that.
That's pretty sad, but it sounds about up to par, doesn't it? Yeah.
Jeez.
Typical.
So my point is, could that happen in auto transport? I mean, I guess by posting it on the load board for $700, and as soon as you get the phone call, that's not $700.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It's only $500.
Yeah.
Oh, honesty? Oh, yeah, no, that we use that when we talk about you, but that certainly doesn't apply to me. Come on. Because this is auto transport. You can do whatever you want. And not only can you do whatever you want, it's totally true. Not only can you do whatever you want, but we've learned from the big guys, hey, if the octopus does whatever they want, then who the freak cares? Nobody cares. If the corporate frozen monster at the top doesn't have to follow any rules, then who does?
Yeah.
Grab a mask and jump right in. This is the Wild West. You can literally do whatever you want. You can post loads wherever for whatever. And nobody cares. And if it goes sideways, just say it was the dispatcher.
That's typical.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Hey, man. I'll skip that one. We just posted another actual pickup, actual delivery. They'll be spraying champagne in the cubicles tonight. All right. Yeah, Jay, we know. We tune in every Thursday. We know. Nobody cares, Jay. Nobody cares. Where's the Get Rich Quick, I Quit Bankrupt video series? Because, Jay, nobody cares. All right, I'll tell you what. It is now Larry time. We're still going to do Larry. As messed up as this dumpster fire is, we're still going to do Larry. Here we go. Question 1. Accelerate Group has physical auction locations in how many states? Is it 3, 9, 13, or 22?
I don't even know who that is. Who is
So that's what this is all about. This is all about awareness. So in the world of giant, mega, monolith deals, number 1, how about this one? What's the largest auction group in North America, Sue?
Mannheim?
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Now, you could double your money for going for door number 2, or you can walk away rich as heck. Door number 2. I'm not even giving you a choice.
Okay.
Door number 2 is, what's the second largest? Look at that. I mean, money falling from the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, Sue is now rich.
In my head.
Right. By the way, I still don't understand crypto, but let's move on. Okay, door number 3. What's the third largest auction group now in the United States? Here's a hint.
Them?
What's the name?
Group?
Accelerate Group is now the third largest auction group. Now that's interesting because I don't know who it was before. In fact, I think speculation says Accelerate Group just moved into second and Odessa is now third. And what's really interesting here is if you count all the locations where they erased all the people, they're definitely number 2. Because now you have all these giant locations where they're trying to fill it with robots. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know either.
But Accelerate Group, now that they're a major auction group, how many states do they have auctions in? Now, it's a guess. Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because I looked them up because I wanted to see who they were.
Fair enough. And John, there you
we'll
go.
Discuss
John
what
never
they
heard
got
of
on
them.
their website.
And do you see the power of Auto Transport Intel? Because now, what auction group do you now know of that you didn't know of 5 minutes ago?
Accelerate Group.
Accelerate Group. Man, this show works. So, if they're second or third largest in North America, they can't be in 3 states. That's not possible, right?
No. Nope.
Maybe 9. It's got to be 13 or 22. I said 22, but 13 is a pretty good guess. Let's see what it is. I actually don't know. Oh, it is 13. All right.
So
now,
I went and looked them up, and I didn't know any of this stuff because they're Clark County Auto Auction, they're the Columbus Fair Auto Auction, they are the Texas Lone Star Auto Auction, Greater Shreveport Auto Auction. These are all places I've been to, by the way. I did not know they were under this company. It's kind of crazy.
It is, and so, in fact, let's do this. I'm trying. I think this is what what'd you do? Go to accelerategroup.com.
Yeah, I did, and it brings you up the states and all the listings for the companies that they've got.
And you know what's really interesting?
That's where I'm at.
Is that now Accelerate just acquired America's Auto Auction. You've heard of America's Auto Auction, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Well, and that's fine. I mean, and can you name some other auto auctions? Like, what about well, have you heard of ServNet? That's another auto auction group. And isn't
Uh-uh.
it weird? Here's what's really weird to me is that we're in this auto transport industry and we don't know any of this stuff. Isn't
Yeah,
it
that's
weird?
isn't it? Yeah, it is weird.
And
What's
yet,
meet the auctions? I'm curious about what they are.
meet the auction. I mean, and yet we know this load board
Akron
that
Auto
doesn't give
Auction.
a hoot about us, right? Everybody
Right.
can name the load board that doesn't give a hoot, right?
Yeah, that's easy.
And yet you can't name one other thing that everybody knows. It's really weird.
Huh. I always
Yeah.
thought the Akron Auto Auction was Mannheim.
And
for some
you've
reason.
been
I
to
don't know
these
why.
places to pick up vehicles,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Dealers Auto Auction of Oklahoma City. Go there all the time.
Exactly. But do you know anybody other than now you might know a phone number that'll get you to the gate, right?
Right.
Do you know anything else about Dealers Auto Auction of Oklahoma City?
Other than
Exactly.
get loads there.
I mean, really. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody. But my point is, and this is actually why I started this channel, I'm like, we don't know anything about the rest of the industry other than
Right.
there's this load board where we think we can all just get rich. That's
Right.
weird, dude. I mean, and I get it. A dishwasher probably doesn't know the name of all the manufacturers of Great China, right? You think they're washing dishes in the back of the cafeteria? You know, I really like that latest dish, the gold leaf design by, I don't know.
Right.
But the
But these people
dishwasher
don't
that could have that
list-
conversation, can you imagine if the manager walked in and these dishwashers are having this in-depth conversation and debate about gold leaf china? The manager would be like, hey, either get back to work, which is most likely, because this is America, or, hey, put down that apron and get in my office. I want to talk to you. This is incredible.
Well, so also in the same respect, these people don't list loads. The people buy loads, and then those people list the loads on Central, correct?
I'm glad you said that. Ty is going to love, I don't know where he is. I think he's in a meeting. But he's going to love that we're talking about this stuff because, okay, this is why we asked the question, where are the cars? Now, I know one could say the load board. All right. But where are the cars? I mean, you're a car
auctions or
hauler,
residents
right?
or-
Where are the cars?
Yeah.
They're here.
Yeah.
So what if you could meet somebody at one of these places instead of waiting 60 days for a load board that doesn't care?
Yeah, but then you'd have to educate all these people and how
Well,
to do that.
I know, believe me, and I'm already on the mountain. I don't need another bigger mountain up ahead. I'm like Lewis and Clark. Like, we cross a mountain, and then Lewis is like, dude, there's another giant mountain. And Clark is like, oh, dude, I don't know about this expedition, Lewis. But one question at a time. All right, here we go. That's pretty fun. It was a good time. All three of us. Here we go. Question 2. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2019 Toyota Avalon from Newport, Vermont to Westport, South Dakota? Is it $875, $10, $20, $13.55, or $16.65? Knowing the load board these days, it's probably like, I think Silver Mint's going to hit it with 23 grand.
And yeah, it's got to be the highest one, I would think. But that doesn't mean anything. I'm going with
say the same.
1665.
It's got to be. By the way, I got question 1 wrong, which really stinks. Lots of credibility there, Jay. All right, so I'm gonna say, yeah, I agree. 1665. Let's get on with it. It's gotta be. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
There we go. That's what I figured. It's got to be, especially this time of the year.
You got a question idea for Larry? Send in the news. Send it to autotransportintel@gmail.com. I will find the right button one of these days. Also, if you don't listen to the podcast and you'd rather get your bad news without looking at my mug, there's the link. Follow the podcast. Question 3. What is the most commonly repossessed car as of 2021? Honda Civic, Toyota Camry, BMW M3, or the Audi A4? Which one would you steal?
Repossessed. I think it's gonna have to be a high-end car. I don't know why.
Okay, right. Okay, I agree with that. Which means, okay, so Civic and Camry are out, right? Sorry.
Yeah, gotta be the Beamer or the Audi.
It's
I'm gonna
gotta
go with
be.
Beamer.
I agree. And I tell you
I
what, I
think
think
so.
everybody went with the Beamer. I went with the Audi. Obviously, I don't know the answers to any of these questions. And, no, that's okay. Don't put in your guesses. Don't put your guesses in the live chat. We don't need your charity. Oh, John's got BMW. All right, that's 2 for BMW. Do we hear
That's
3?
what it is.
Going once. Come on, you're not signed up with the load board. What else are you doing? And the answer is... Oh, no way!
Oh,
What
my
the
God.
heck? What?
Really?
You know what's so funny? Is that... Because, see, repossessed, I'm like, okay, yep. That's somebody, they went out, they took their stimulus money, and they went and partied and got some crazy Porsche or whatever, and it got repoed. So I'm like, yeah, that's definitely, it's got to be high-end. Because it's funny, I always guess Honda Accord, right? Always. And there it is, it's Honda Civic. Is that weird? How? How is it a Honda Civic?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm
I
kind of
don't
surprised
understand
myself. I thought it would be more.
That is so weird. Well, I got no chance. And no life. John narrowed down the city. Ah, it's in Newark, New Jersey. That makes sense. All right, question 4. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2020 Jeep Gladiator from Des Moines, Iowa to Oak Ridge, Tennessee? Is it $350, $575, $750, $1125? Yeah, even John's like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, Jeep Gladiator, Des Moines,
Oak Ridge is like Knoxville area. I want to say.
Exactly. It's not
Or
that
it's-
far. I said $750.
No, I think you're looking at 750. Yeah, that's what I would think.
Right. I mean, meaning it's not far enough for $11.25.
No,
No.
They're
It's
not
gotta
even
be
paying that all the way to Georgia from Des Moines. Des Moines usually pays like anywhere between 8
But
to
you
9.
know there's a broker somewhere posted it for $750, pays $575. Right?
Oh yeah, easily. It's
In
probably
fact,
still
that
sitting
should be
there on
the
the
next
board.
car shipping guru question. This load was posted for, but what are they actually going to pay?
Yeah.
All right. Even Chris got Audi A4. That's what I thought, Chris. And we were all wrong. Dude, we were all wrong. It was the Vespa.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What's the guess? $750? Going once? Going twice. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey.
Man, we needed that.
I got 2 right. We got one more.
Question 5. According to Car and Driver, the current average price of a used car is $17,500, $21,000, $25,350, or $27,000 smackaroos.
Well, so that's just it.
It should
we
be
don't
up.
have a year for a used car.
I know.
I'm going to
It's-
say 25.
That's what I said. $25,350, especially the 350. Although that could be a ploy. That sounds like one of them broker listings where it's like, yeah, it's going to be we'll pay 171.32. Can you do .35? No. $25,350 going once. That's the ominous Inception horn. Oh, come on.
Oh my God! Really?
But that actually because it's high because everything's overvalued right now. And maybe that's why the Honda Civic got repoed. Hey, thanks for playing. All three of you.
Wow. That's crazy, though.
I know it is. You know what time it is. I've got a mug and I've got problems. I put them together and got... Mug-O problems.
What you got?
I once was a dispatcher, and instead of working, I aired my grievances on a piece of paper, got out a pair of scissors, and I got fired. But at least I got it on paper. I'm not your claim for damages legal team, so quit destroying the cars that you load. We got that one. I think we did that recently. But I'll do. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get another one. Here's a bonus. This is talk about CDLs for every driver. I think we did that one really. I think we've done all of these actually. I need to get a new mug.
New list of them.
Yeah.
New Mug-O problems.
Yes, the Rockies are hilly. That's why I sent you the long way, which is flat. What's funny?
That's pretty funny.
Oh, God. Right, because you get the call. What are you doing? Why are you sending me? And by the way, I love it. Why are you sending me? Well, you're behind the wheel. What are you talking about? Me sending you. Now, okay. If we did a connection, here's the problem. If you're going from, let's say you're going from Lubbock to Seattle, and you just want to drive as the crow flies. Somebody does, you know. And we're gonna do a connection through LA. And now obviously I've sent you through LA. Which I think makes the most sense anyways. I mean, not through like the Hollywood, Walk of Fame. I'm not gonna send you to Man's Chinese Theater to pick up a car. But and I would only do that if it pays enough, right? But yeah, somebody wants to drive, through Grand Junction and, get the sheep jerky or whatever. That sounds like something John would blog about. Got the sheep jerky in Grand Junction.
Yeah, absolutely he would. I have heard every story known to mankind about every place he goes to, so yes.
Does he still blog?
Oh, yes. You'll see Fred on there more than anything.
Oh, yeah, Fred. Yeah, how's Fred doing? Yeah. Fred is the cat.
Fred's great.
Yeah.
Fred is great. Fred sends me texts all the time that says, I want to leave. Tell John to get going. Stuff like that.
Oh, that is great. Oh, my gosh. We should have a Fred Says. We need a segment called Fred Says.
Yeah,
Tell John... That would be awesome.
He would love it too. He sends me pictures of Fred watching stuff all the time, like he's waiting for us to move to, and he'll send me a picture of Fred looking out the window, waiting for the load or something.
Oh my God, we need this. So, but we got to do it right. Here's the thing: is if you tell John, we're going to start a new segment called Fred Says, he will send you a zipped file of like media, right? So we need just a couple images, just one or two to choose from, not 20.
Okay. I'll tell him. Because he says more people follow Fred on his blogs than they do him.
Exactly.
So.
Everybody, come on, everybody loves. In fact, I think doesn't the internet need more pet videos? Hasn't that gone away? Yeah, where'd the pet videos go? Yeah.
Don't they make you for depression watch pet videos or something like that? Or have a pet? It lowers depression levels. I'm pretty sure there's a theory on that.
Incredible. Yeah, no, and there's a lot of this is why Oh, this is what. See, what we're not going to do. We're not going to do like pet of the week or whatever. I've seen that too. No.
Yeah.
But a lot of drivers like to have pets.
Yeah.
We're not doing
Yep.
pet of the week though. No.
We'd have so
But
many.
if we do,
things
we'll do like load board pet of the week. You know,
there
some
you go.
kind of like wrong combination. All right. Well, it's 1:30, so I think they're punching my card, and I think the landlord's telling me I got to get to the sidewalk. So.
All right, me too.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not doing anything Harley today.
So you're all right. Right. I mean, you're booked. Are you watching movies?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
No.
doing year-end stuff. So we've been doing all that kind of crap. Not that I like doing that either.
Okay.
Oh my
See, this
God.
is what we get.
John?
See, I know.
Yep, you see it?
Dude,
I had a driver
if
had a
if
pet
you-
monkey,
if you
too.
say pet of the week, yeah, here you go. My buddy had a pet monkey. Used to whip his diaper at him.
Yep. I had a driver that had a pet monkey too. I also had another one that had a pet
Dude.
squirrel. I think he carried around a squirrel. So, yeah.
Because everybody wants to say right turn, Clyde. Right? Right?
Yes, that's it.
That's it. I know. That's some funny stuff. All right, well, listen, send in your ideas and your memes, and hey, those loads that you get lied
I'm
about,
gonna get ready to say.
send in those loads. Send me,
Get
yeah,
ready.
screen capture the loads. We'll create a new segment this year, loads and liars. Send me your loads and liars. Yeah, because I know there's no shortage. Oh my gosh, send me your driver
Yeah.
stories, broker stories, dispatch stories. Your monkey diaper stories, and maybe monkey diaper is the name of the brokerage that lied to you, and it's all one story. Send it in, autotransportintel@gmail.com. I'm Jay, this is Sue, and we're so glad to have you here, whether you're live or on demand, or just completely, comatose in the dumpster fire. Whatever it is, this is Auto Transport, and we sure do appreciate you. All right. Well, what do we always say at the end of the show?
We say, ready, everybody? Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Please do join us tomorrow on Cars on the Move, where we connect dealers, auctions, and carriers. Take care. Peace, everybody.